Good evening to Dr. Manisa. So today we are going to present about this subject today, production and operation management, and the stall that we choose is Warung Bakso Jawa. Okay, next. So this is my group members, which is me, Muhammad Daniel bin Muhammad Faizal, EX03786, and my teammates is Muhammad Aiman Aizuddin bin Ali, EX03787. Okay, next. So for the project overview, the project name that we have been decided to put it, which is the new layout, bring new dimension for the Warung Bakso Jawa. So for the project period, we took from 1st March 2023 until 1 May 2023. It is within the short period, but we able to make it within that period. And the project advisor obviously will be Madam, which is Madam Manisa Osman. Next. So for community information and contact detail. As you know, Warung Bakso Jawa is a popular food stall located in Dengkil, and their main dish at first is just bakso. They are doing variety kind of bakso there. But then after they have a new stall there, they introduce a new dish which is ayam penyet. And the address there is Jalan 1, Pekan Dengkil 438800 Dengkil, Selangor. And the owner of the stall is Dewi, and their contact and her contact number is there 0123225625. So nowadays people are go there for their new dish, which is ayam penyet. Okay, next. Description community needs and problem. So first of all is research and understanding. For our community research, we choose Warung Bakso Jawa is our subject matter. After conducting through the observation, we identify the problems. They are not utilize their space effectively, which could potentially limit their maximum profit. Next is describe the community's challenge. During the implementation of this project, Warung Bakso Jawa faced several challenges. Firstly, they have limited funds available for the renovations, which is not more than 70,000, as have been said by the owner. And the desire to prove that they want to make the layout more quality is a bit costly. So we have to figure out how could we make that layout effectively with the costs that they have been provided to us. Next is include personal story and testimony. Warung Bakso Jawa has undergone a roller coaster journey since they established their stall in 2001. They were compelled to relocate from the previous location due to financial constraint, and this is their new location, which is at the Dengkil. So they face limitation due to the financial constraint. This personal experience highlight their determination and resilience in overcome their challenges. Next is highlight the importance of addressing the needs of problems. Addressing the issue identified at Warung Bakso Jawa is the utmost important. Failure to address this problem could result in a significant loss of profit. Through the implementation of this project, we hope that to achieve the positive outcome for the stall. Next. So for the project description, first what we did is we did a research and analysis. Why we did that? Because we want to understand the customer preference, behavior, and expectation regarding food store layout, because we cannot simply make a renovation based on our preference, not the customer preference, because the one who gonna give them more profit is their customer. Second is space planning and layout design. We would like to optimize the layout that maximize their functionality. We want to ensure that all the space that they have been used fully without any lack at any space and any part of the shops. Third is sitting and dining area design. We would like to design a comfortable and aesthetically pleasing sitting arrangement which would attract more customer to come to this shop with that kind of design, because we know nowadays design attract more customer. This is how they would like to marketing their shops well. Number 4 is visual identity and branding. We want to create a cohesive visual identity for the food store, including logos, color schemes, and branding elements. This is another way of marketing style that we want to implement at the stall to make sure that people know this shop, and this shop will be inside their mind, their mentality. So people will come more to this shop. Next. Number 5 is operational efficiency, which is one of the most important thing. After we done that, we want to collaborate with the food store owner and start to understand their operation requirement and challenges, because after everything was done, we want to ensure that all the work done have been operation efficiently. We don't want this to become one of the negative impact towards them. We want everything going to be smooth and the shop going to be better than before. And next is testing and iteration. We conduct trial runs and gather feedback from the customer and start to assess the effectiveness of the new layout. We know that after we did everything, the most important thing is the feedback. What we did is right or wrong. It depends on the feedback from the customer. If the customer giving the positive feedback, means that we are doing the best and we are doing the right thing. If we get a negative feedback, means that we are doing the wrong thing and we need to change it to into the customer preference. Next. Project strategy and operation management knowledge apply. So what are knowledge that we apply? First is about the layout design. We create a positive and inviting atmosphere for the customer. Food is prepared and served in a sanitary and efficiency manner to maximize the space available. Layout design is how we design the shop, not just in terms of the arrangement of the table and so on, but also about how they prepare the food and how they serve the food. That is all under the layout design. Next is workstation optimization. Arrange a work area in a way that maximize efficiency and productivity, minimize unnecessary movement, and reduce the time requirement to complete the task. When we make a good layout design, obviously the movement inside the store would be better, which means that there will be no unnecessary movement there. So people can simply go inside and sit, and also the waiter can simply go to the customer to take order, to serve their meal and so on, and they have a good arrangement how to queue to pay and so on, and this will not affect the others. This is what I'm going to say about the minimize unnecessary movement. Next is productivity and capacity planning. Productivity is the amount of output that is produced by a given input. Capacity is a planning, the process of determining how much output can be produced by a given set of resources. Next is queue management, controlling the flow of customer to service or product, reduce customer wait times, improve customer satisfaction to improve employee efficiency. This is almost interrelated with the workstation optimization, which is we want to minimize the unnecessary movement. Why? Because we want to control the flow of the customer to a service of or their product. And obviously, when we can able to minimize the unnecessary movement, we also can reduce the customer wait times, which is we know as a customer, the most important thing that we want to put inside our mindset is at first when we go to the shop, we don't want to wait too long. We want to get served immediately and get our food immediately. So we can reduce the customer wait time after we apply this kind of knowledge. Next. Inventory management, one of the most important thing. Company has the right quantity of product and hand to meet customer demand while minimize cost associated with accessing inventory or stockouts. Minimize waste means that they would not simply buy things that unnecessary. Because obviously after they have done all this layout, they have been spent around 40 to 60,000, which is less than 70,000 from their budget. But then at the same time, to recover back the cost, they have to minimize the waste. They cannot simply take stocks that are not really being useful in their shop. Next is continuous improvement, which is the continual improvement of product, service, and processes within an organization to improve the organization's ability to meet the needs of its customer. Obviously, after done everything, also they need to continue improve their the way of them serving their customer, which is in this world there are no such thing that we have done. This is the maximum. This is the maximum limit. No, they always need to improve to make sure that their shop is the most effective shop and the most shop that customer prefers. So next is customer experience enhancement, arranging a work area in a way that maximize efficiency and productivity, minimize unnecessary movement, and reduce the time required to complete tasks. So obviously, we want the customer to complete the to experience the best thing in that shop. Next. Project implementation and analysis for the layout effectiveness. So for project implementation, got 5 points here. First one is stakeholder collaboration, which is the process of us working with the owner, and also they are the one that gonna be in charge for the renovation things and so on. Next is space assessment and preparation, identifying and assessing the needs of a space and the developing a plan to prepare it for its intended use. Obviously, everything that we want to do is we have to prepare. We have to make a few assignments, maybe draw a bit and so on to make sure that we have a clear things to do when we want to renovate our shop. Next is layout design and planning. Determine the physical arrangement of the element of the space. Obviously, after we have planned that, we have prepared that, we need to know how we want to physically arrange all those things, the table, the cashier, and also the fridge, and the way where they should cook and so on. Next is procurement and installation. Procurement is the process of finding, evaluating, and selecting a supplier for the equipment or system. Installation is the process of physically setting up and configuring the equipment or system so that it can be used. Next is visual identity and branding, including everything that can be seen, such as the logo, color, imagery, and overall style. So this is where we want to ensure that we have branding. We have a good branding toward that shop, and everything was just perfect for the customer to gain to make sure that they are more attractive to come to this shop. So next, I will pass to Aiman. One more. Project analysis.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Sorry for the delay. Okay, for the next project analysis, we use user feedback and observation, include the survey, interview, and usability testing. Observation can be done by watching user interaction with the product or service in their nature environment. Next is operational efficiency assessment. We are evaluate how well a company operation are running based on the strategy that we implement in this company and this store. Next is financial analysis. We are evaluating a store financial statement to assess its financial health and performance, because as Daniel mentioned before, they are used less than their budget, which is 40 to 60 thousand ringgit to do the renovation. So we think this is a good move, because they have more money to spend to others things after this. Next is iteration and continuous improvement. Iteration refers to the process or repeating a process or activity in order to improve the outcome. Continuously improvement refer to ongoing effort to make something better. Okay, for the project output and outcome to the community, this is a few picture of the stall before the renovation. As you can see in the first picture in the left side, you can see the rack of the beverage here. we suggest to the owner to remove this rack because this rack take a lot of space to the restaurant, and we suggested because when they remove the rack, they can insert more table and chairs to customer. Okay, the second picture, we can see the banner of Warung Bakso Jawa. It look old because they never since they are moved to the new location, and we suggest to them to uh change to the new banner. Okay, for the third picture, we can say we can see uh the picture of the food storage they put inside the cashier. So we suggest to them to exchange the place, move to other place because it's quite difficult to the back back kitchen to see the front of house what happened. Okay, for the last picture we can see uh the surrounding of the front of house of Warung Bakso Jawa. You can see the combination of one co common co combination of the color of floor and the floor floor and the environment of the uh, front of house doesn't match. So we suggest to the owner to change the color to more to be more look more modern. We also suggest the owner to change the old school window because as we can see the as we can see the outflow or ventilation in this restaurant are not very good. Next is this is picture during the renovation. As you can see, and at the first picture, the workers are doing the height the ceiling of the restaurant, and as you can see in the second picture, the roof look in 80% are done. Next, for the after the renovation, as you can see, the first picture, they change the banner to the new banner. The new banner looks very authentic and represent what they sell, which is Indonesian food. Okay, for the second picture, as you can see, they change the place of the food storage to the other side and make it the kitchen can look at the front of house that are more visibly. Okay, for the last picture, as you can see, they change the floor and change the paint of the wall to move to to make more look modern, and they also take our suggestion to change the window. As you can see, the new window are more ventilation than before, and they also change the fan. As you can see, they use the new fan because they think they need to make the change because to complement the surrounding area of the front house. Okay, for the community testimony, as you can see the place of the WhatsApp chat, and I will summarize a bit what inside the chat, which is a noticeable increase in the customer traffic due to the addition of more data chair and table allow for higher seating capacity. According to the owner, more than 30 more than 10% capacity can be filled in the one time. Next, the customer satisfaction level has slightly improved. As I mentioned before, they change the fan and the window to make customer more feel comfortable in when they eat inside the shop, inside the restaurant. For the lastly, ever had substantial impact on the restaurant profitable. Yeah, as we can see in the chat, is slide rapidly the profit of the restaurant are rapidly higher than before they do renovation, because according to the owner, this is a big impact because of the renovation. Okay, for the next learning outcome for student, which is us, for academic learning, content knowledge. The example you provide demonstrate an important academic learning outcome relate to recognition the impact of small change by moving the food rack to the new location. It facilitated easier interaction between the kitchen and dining area, as I mentioned before. And next is community skill. Improve our community skill, especially during interview with owner and when presenting our idea for the renovation. We find this very important for us because this is the way how we approach the stranger uh, to share our thought about their restaurant. Okay, for next, collaboration and teamwork, we learn how to work systematically as a team, especially when collaboration with the owner by inquiring about the construction process and addressing any issue that arose during the construction phase. This is very important because this project are uh very expensive, around 40 to 60K to be done, and we need to work closely to the owner, uh, to make this project can be done. Okay, for the personal development, knowledge of food store operation, know about the store management, because uh, for the store management and the big food chain in Malaysia are very completely different. There's a design and planning skill, develop skill in design thinking, spatial planning and layout optimization. Next, a problem solving and critical thinking. We are developing problem solving skill by identifying challenge, which is for the store they cannot fill more customer in one time. Next, the reflection and continuous improvement reflect our mindset, professionalism and ethical consideration. We are conduct themselves professionally and ethically. Collaboration and communication enhance their communication skill. Customer centric approach. We learn the importance of understanding customer need. I think next is attention to the detail and expectation. Develop an eye of detail and aestheticity in design, adaptability and flexibility to adapt and adjust their design concept, which is we we work closely to the owner to make it happen. And so lastly, project management and execution. Gain experience in project management, but planning, organizing, and execution. As I mentioned before, we work closely to the owner. We are plan it together and monitor it together to make it separate. Okay, for the civil lesson, we are understanding local regulation and compliance. Develop an understanding of the local regulation and compliance required related to food stall operation and layout design. Next, appreciation for the public health and safety. We an appreciation for the importance of the maintaining high standard of public health and safety in food stall operation. Next is awareness of the environmental impact, which is develop awareness of the environmental impact associated with food stall operation and layout design. Next is community engagement and responsiveness. Learn the value of community engagement and responsiveness in the design and operation of food stall. Next is promoting inclusivity and accessibility, which is gain understanding of the importance of inclusivity accessibility in the food stall layout design. Next, social and economic impact. We explore the social and economic impact of food stall on the local community. Last but not least, ethical business practice. Develop an understanding and ethical business practice in the food stall industry. Okay, for the continuous of the civilization, Participatory decision-making learn about the importance of participatory decision-making in civic projects. Next, cultural appreciation and heritage preservation. We have developed an appreciation for the cultural significance of food store and their role in preserving local heritage. And lastly, active citizenship and civic engagement. We are encouraged to become active citizens and engage in civic issues related to food store and local businesses. Okay, I think this is I think this is last word from us. Thank you for the hearing our presentation. I hope Madam Vanessa can relate us very fairly. Thank you.
Thank you.